Hello everyone, my name is André Tomassini, and in this presentation I'm going to walk you through my personal data dashboard built for week 7 of your data science course. So this dashboard focuses on forecasting weather trends in Orlando, Florida, using web scraping to retrieve live data from a reliable source. So if you live in Orlando, you have to be ready for a day because it's probably gonna rain and be sunny at the same time. So weather is kind of really important if you live nearby. So my goal was to simulate how weather apps like Apple Weather collect and visualize climate information for users in a simple and interactive way. I choose 7-day weather forecast data from the National Weather Service, NWS. It's part of NOAI, National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, and it's one of the most trusted weather data source in US. And it's the same source used by apps like Apple Weather. Most of us use it every single day. And I choose this site because it uses clean HTML, which allow me to use requests and beautiful soup to scrap if it effectively. So the data I extracted includes forecast periods, Monday nights, Tuesdays, the days of the week and the period of stay or night, and forecast temperatures and weather summaries and short descriptions of if it's like sunny, cloudy, kind of a summary of the day, how it's going to be the weather. And I have a lot of difficulties on finding the right website to do that because most of them use Java and other languages. There's not kind of the objective of this activity using web scraping with HTML. So I know there are some techniques that can use it, but like advanced or we don't even learn them yet. So yeah, I stuck to be on use a website that use HTML was one of the first difficulties I had on this activity. And so the activity that I start doing, extract the data from the website, was using GET request. First, obviously, you have to import the libraries you need to use. You for every single activity I use on Python, some of them are not like native, so you have to import. So I use requests, obviously using Beautiful Soup and Panda and to plot it, use the graphics that we're gonna show by the end of this video. And then we use get to request the HTML from the website NWS forecast using the URL for Orlando. That's the main objective, using the city to see the weather, how it works. And then we use Beautiful Soup is in a located 7-day forecast section to extract the period names, the short descriptions, and the temperature. And after collecting the data, I clean the temperature values using a regular expression to keep only numeric values. And I built a Panda data frame to store everything and printed the column names to validate which fields were available to avoid key errors. So this is my second difficulty on this activity because I was trying to use thinking like it's a weather channel, it's a weather website, have a lot of information about rain, humidity, I don't know, anything that you can think about weather will be there. But I keep receiving this message of errors, key errors, because I was asking about the information that probably don't have anything with the same name on the website. And then I realized one good practice is gonna be like taking the column names printed, then you know which kind of information can request to make like any kind of graphic that you need to do. So let me show you. This is gonna choose Beautiful Soup, parse, the HTML, yeah, that I talk about. And then loop for request to equivalent data. Let me see. Yeah, I was using extract only the numeric temperature values and convert them to float. That way I can use the information easily on my graphics. I use over here temp value equal to weather data using string extract as type as a flow. And then yeah, I try to use it all the information that I have to make like valuable insights. thinking about like the final user is gonna be someone like us that see this information in an app. It doesn't matter like Android or iOS. This kind of information needs to be clean. That way you can, in a rushing of your day, walking by, just take a look and see if it's gonna rain, how it's gonna be the weather. Uh, and once more, if you live in Florida, it can be hot in the day and cold at the night. So it's really good like to be ready for your day, having this kind of information ready for you. So after collecting data, I started using some of the graphics visualization tools. I use Plotty to create 4 visualizations. The first one is gonna be the 7-day temperature forecast for Orlando. It's like a line chart, and well, it shows the temperature changing over time. You can see in the left column the highs of the temperature and the periods like day or night and the day. That way you know you need to be ready by the morning and have like a jacket by the end of the day. So it's kind of easy to see how the temperatures change along the day. And for that one, I use like update layout and the title. I use the name that I want on the x-axis and the y-axis title. And that way you can see like the columns of the graphic on each side. For the next one, I use histogram to visualize the distribution of the temperatures. So it shows like frequently each temperature appears. That way you can see how many frequently times of the day of the week on the 7 day that I'm using as a data set is showing this kind of temperature and aggregates in columns. So uh, you can see you have like the frequency 1, 2, 3 times it shows on a 7 days period of time. And down here you can see on the epsilon axis the the temperature showing along the highest and the lowest it can show on this week. You can see over here the print weather data columns. It's kind of lost over here in line 22 of code, but it showed me that moment the kind of information I can ask for, because I was trying to make one of graphics showing the possibilities to rain on the city, and was got a lot of errors, key errors. That way I print the columns and I know we only have available on this website for web scraping from HTML the informations and shows in this index period, short description, temperature, and temperature value. That way I can know if kind of information and data I can use for and work with. So the next column was counting the frequency of each weather condition and shows like in a pie chart, and to show like the frequency of each weather condition. If it's got like sunny, most clear, cloudy, and chance of shower, everything a grouping in a pie chart was kind of random information. So I have to customize layout. That way I can show the title, uh, distribution, the forecast weather conditions in a way that shows like the lowest possibility to the highest one. So it was the third challenge for me, organizing the pie chart and to display conditions from least to most frequent. To do this, I had to sort the data with value counts using sort values and reset the index to format the chart properly. So this requires some extra research and testing, and that way it's kind of easy to see the most clear is the condition that's going to be on the 7 days that we are analyzing. This kind of condition is going to appear the most. And then we have like a easily way to see like day and night forecast temperatures. We use a bar chart to compare the most amount of temperatures on the day and the night. And we use like this figure, customizing the chart layout again, so we can show even using like simple things that this emoticons showing day and night. Like it's good like the visualization, you can see easily just by passing by your eyes that what kind of information you're gonna see on the graphic, right? So showing like a grouping on the same column the highest of the temperatures of the day, and the other column the same thing for the night. It's really good if you can see like easily how it's going to be the highest of the day and the highest of the lowest and the highest of the night. So all the insights that I obtained from this data show me that the temperature fluctuates constantly between daytime highs and nighttime lows, and most temperatures fell in two main clusters, and most clear was the most common weather condition, as you can see in the pie chart. Day periods had significantly higher average temperatures than night. The ones I'm showing right now, the average forecast temperature, you can see the highest of the days. So think about all the challenges that I face and how to overcome them. Was the first challenge, as I told you, was finding a website that support HTML scraping and not JavaScript. So sites like weather.com and timeanddata.com didn't work for me in this matter because all of them use Java. And another issue was trying to build charters based on data that didn't exist in data frame, and I solved this printing the weather data columns to confirm available data before visualizing. It was easy to see what is available before like trying to make some graphics with this information that did not exist. And formatting temperature values using regex was another key challenge. And lastly, sorting the pie chart by frequency took extra steps using pandas sorting functions and matching labels and counts correctly. So my final thoughts for this project is it's helped me understand how this process of extracting and transforming real-world weather data and how companies build visualizations that help users to interpret this information easily. It's kind of the one things that make me think the most. You have like app on your phone, you never think about that. How hard it's like take all this information that's randomly on a lot of different sources and make them work like easily to you every single day app, just showing like in a good way visualization tool that you can easily see this information. So for me it was really mind blowing see how it works on the back part of it. So this is my presentation showing how you can obtain a lot of informations using this raw data to retrieve using information using functions on Python like request and beautiful soup and web scraping, taking all this info and transforming in good visualization information for all the users. So thank you again for watching and have a nice one.